The following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for live coverage of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com. Also brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Kelly Neufeld, Baldwin State Bank, Codiano State Farm Insurance, Heartland Plumbing, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Trindle Lumber Company, Oral Surgery Kansas, Hers Incorporated, Rice Precision Manufacturing, The Bullpen, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, New Frontier Tax and Business Services, the Lumberyard Arts Center, Jobats, Baldwin City Community Newspaper, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good evening to you and welcome to some Bulldog volleyball tonight here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. We are just getting started here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show as we get set for a top 10 matchup here tonight in volleyball. Two teams here in the 4A ranks. In one case, Paola just moved up the ranks a couple of spots today on the latest poll, and the Paola Panthers up to number 7, and the Baldwin Bulldogs ranked number 4 entering play tonight. So a top 10 matchup here in Baldwin this evening. Two Frontier League teams going at it, what should be a really good volleyball contest. Baldwin 12-1, Paola 8-3, and again, we're looking forward to what should be a pretty good matchup tonight between the number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs and the number 7 Paola Panthers. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Ryan Hilmer as we'll get you all set for this one here during the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Take a look at some of the players to watch for us in this matchup this evening. We'll check our State Farm game plan for you as well. And then we'll get first serve coming up here, and I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm guessing it's going to be in about 15 minutes or so, but they have not started that pregame warm-up clock just yet. The JV game just went final, so we're a little bit behind schedule from the 6:30 scheduled start time of this match, but no fears. It's coming up. Top 10 matchup between Baldwin and Paola. You got it right here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball, presented by Hayden Outdoors on Baldwin Sports Live. More of the pregame show comes up right after this.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
State Farm Insurance Agent Codiano is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Codiano State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Codiano, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Welcome back to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show as we get you set for Bulldog Volleyball tonight, hosting the number 7 ranked Paola Panthers. The Bulldogs ranked number 4 in the latest KVCA volleyball rankings. The pregame show presented by Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or savings for retirement, go see the folks at Baldwin State Bank. They've been there for over 120 years to help serve our community, and they want you to enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at Baldwin State Bank. We've got plenty of time to chat here on the pregame show this evening. A 20-minute warm-up. I was expecting a little less than that, but there you go. What do you know? So we've got plenty of time to chat about this matchup. Before we dive into this, we do have, I'll let you know, another football game coming up tomorrow night here on Baldwin Sports Live. So the Bulldogs will be on the road to take on the Lewisburg Wildcats tomorrow evening. Second straight road game for the Bulldogs. And Ryan, of course, we'll talk plenty more tomorrow night about this time. In fact, we'll be about 10 minutes away for the pregame show starting tomorrow night for that football game. But let's hope for a better start tomorrow night for the Bulldogs than what they had down in Ottawa last week.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that was a tough start last week in Ottawa. They turned it over a couple times, gave Ottawa a short field, and let them really take about a 21-0 lead. And that really put Baldwin behind the 8 ball. So we'll hope for a little bit better of a start in Lewisburg. I know they've been working hard in practice all week, so hopefully we get a better start and a better game going tomorrow.
Bulldogs in search of win number 1 tomorrow night on the gridiron as they will take on the 1-1 Lewisburg Wildcats. So again, you could catch that game right here. We'll be on the air around 6:40 with the start of the Baldwin State Bank pregame show and kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock down in Lewisburg. So hope you can join us for that one. And we've got, like I said, volleyball coming up here, a top 10 matchup. Let's take a look at the two teams. Baldwin, 12-1 so far this season for the Bulldogs. Their one loss came, and you'll see that it looks like it was 3 matches ago. It was really their last match. The matches there on the Acacia scores were all played on the same day. It was the BIT tournament this past weekend, and that game against Heritage Christian Academy out of Olathe, the only loss you see on that schedule there for the Bulldogs, that was the championship match of the BIT. The Bulldogs last year won the Baldwin Invitational for the first time since 1995 and almost won it back-to-back years, but Heritage Christian Academy edged them 2-1 in that championship match. So the only blemish on what has otherwise been a tremendous start to this season for the Bulldogs, 12-1 on the year, coming off of a 4th-place finish last year at the 4A state tournament in Crystal Ingman's first year as the head coach of the Bulldogs, a team that was right around 500 the year prior, and they improved all the way to a 30-7 mark last year and made it not only to the state tournament, made it through pool play at the state tournament, and ended up finishing in 4th place. And one of the goals for the squad this year, not just get back there, but get a top 3 finish at the state tournament. So why not? They should have high goals for a team that brings back a ton of talent from last year's state finishing team in 4th place, and they are looking like a squad that certainly should have aspirations to get back and place at the state tournament this year. A 12-1 start. They have dropped just 3 sets all year, and 2 of those came in that loss to Heritage Christian. So their first 12 matches of the season, they only dropped 1 set. So not only are they winning matches, but they're winning them decisively. They have put up big numbers this year on their way to a 12-1 start. On the other side, the Paola Panthers, they have also had some good volleyball to start this season. They got up to a 3-0 start before their first loss to Tonganoxie. Reeled off 4 more wins before running into Riverton at the tournament that they played in this past weekend. Twice during that tournament, they lost to Riverton. Once at the pool play and then again in the bracket play after that. So 2 of their 3 losses coming to Riverton. They bounced back with a win on Tuesday night this week when they defeated Eudora on the road. So not only looking for a second win this week for the top 10 ranked Panthers, but they're looking to make it 2 straight road wins here this week after that road victory against Eudora. So 8-3, they moved up 2 spots from last week's ranks that had them at number 9. They are now up to number 7 as we take a peek there at those 4A state rankings. Andale undefeated at 14-0. They remain atop the Class 4A rankings. Bishop Miege, who is always the interesting one for people who maybe aren't that familiar with high school volleyball in Kansas or at the 4A classification. The rankings, you'll always see Bishop Miege typically near the top of the rankings, and you'll always see them with a record that doesn't necessarily indicate a team that should be at the top of the rankings. As you see, they're 2-3, but as anybody knows who follows Bishop Miege or follows 4A high school volleyball, they play typically a 6A heavy schedule, and they routinely are right there at the finish line in the state tournament. In fact, that's who Baldwin played in the 3rd place match at the state tournament last year, losing that game to Bishop Miege. Gave them a pretty good run in that third-place match. Certainly competed right there with Bishop Miege in the third-place match, losing that one, though. So, anyway, you see Bishop Miege there at 2-3, and that's part of the reason why. Circle at 8-1, and there's Baldwin, 12-1. They were fourth last week. They remain in that fourth spot this week, but perhaps a chance to make some moves with a victory over the Paola Panthers. You see they're listed at 7-3 because they didn't have their win from Tuesday night updated yet. But Paola now 8-3, moved up from the number 9 spot to that number 7 spot. Rock Creek Clay Center right there between Baldwin and Paola. Tonganoxie at 3-1. They have not played as many matches as some others, but they're a team, of course, that plays in the same Frontier League as these two teams. And Baldwin will be seeing Tonganoxie here in about 9 days. It is on Monday the 26th. They play Tonganoxie, so another ranked opponent coming up there for Baldwin. As far as the rest of those teams you see in the pool, Baldwin not scheduled to play any of them in the regular season this year, other than, of course, the Paola and Tonganoxie opponents that they'll face. So that's the latest in the rankings. Both these teams will try to climb up those rankings. Certainly, if it's Paola who pulls off the upset tonight, they would have some ammo to move up those ranks. If it's Baldwin, probably they're still going to take somebody ahead of them, maybe faltering between now and next Thursday when the next set of ranks come out. But two teams having a great start to the season. Two teams hoping to continue that here tonight in Baldwin in this top 10 matchup between the number 7 Paola Panthers and the number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look more at the specifics of the matchup, who to watch for in this match between Paola and Baldwin. That's coming up next here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. When you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back in Baldwin on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show, getting you set for a top 10 volleyball matchup tonight between the number 7 Paola Panthers and the number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs. Pregame show brought to you by Baldwin State Bank as we take a look at the matchup here tonight. The visiting Panthers, a team that comes in at 8-3 on the year, and they have 3 girls on this team who earned All-League honors a year ago in the Frontier League. All 3 were honorable mention All-League. Maggie Kauk, a 5'9" senior. She'll wear number 16 for the Panthers, who are in the black and gold for this game. She's their top attacker, so keep your eyes on Kauk tonight. That's who they will try to get the ball to the most. She averages right around 3 kills per set. And after Kauk, they do spread the attack around pretty well. They've got 4 other girls, Anna Kane, Ava Kale, Jade Mead, and Brylan Wicker, who are all right between 1.3 to 1.8 kills per set. And Maddie Pitzer, who is their setter, also averages around 1.5 kills per set. So they will spread that attack around, but Kauk is their top attacker. She's the the girl they want to get the most swings out of. But if you contain her a little bit, or certainly if she is rotated out of that front row, it's really hard to key on anybody after that, as they do a pretty good job of spreading that attack around. That credit goes to honorable mention All-League setter last year, Maddie Pitzer, a 5'8 senior. She'll wear number 8 for the Panthers. And again, averaging right around 7 assists, but 1.3 kills per set. So that's something to be aware of. She's not afraid to go up there and dump it across, try to catch you setting that block and not prepared to defend against the set attack. So something that the Bulldogs will have to be aware of tonight. They have a good blocker who runs the middle for Baldwin in Fasayo Afunja. So that obviously helps against that setter who may like to dump one across, trying to find the donut from time to time. So keep an eye on that here tonight as far as what we see for Paola when they run their offense. For the Bulldogs, 2 elite attackers, and really you could make the argument that they've got 3 elite attackers, as Alyssa Reichert is certainly putting her name in that category this year for the Bulldogs as well. But last year, first team All-League, honorable mention All-State junior now, Fasayo Afunja as a sophomore made honorable mention All-State, was first team All-League last year. She was the only freshman back in 2020 who was on the All-League team in the Frontier League. And last year as a sophomore, one of just 2 sophomores on the Frontier League first team, along with Emery Kiba of Ottawa. So she's a good one. She plays the middle. And then you have Cheney Barth, the lone senior on this team for Baldwin, who is their outside hitter and, of course, leads the team in kills. I say, of course, being the outside, that's typically where teams will run their offense through, going to get the most swings from their outside hitter, and Cheney is no exception, averaging 4.5 kills per set this year, 2-time second-team All-Frontier League. As a sophomore with second-team All-League. As a junior, probably could make the argument that she got snubbed a little bit as a second-team All-Leaguer. She had a tremendous year last season, averaging 3.5 kills, hitting .244, but still a very good season and earned those second-team All-League accolades. So 2-time second-team All-Leaguer, and this year she's certainly putting together not only first-team All-League type season through 13 matches, but she's going to be on the All-State radar the way she's playing here to start this season. So between Barth and Afunja, and then you mix in some Reichert, this is a tough attack to defend against. Paola's going to have their hands full trying to defend against that group. And it's a confident group as well. Last year, of course, as I mentioned, they made that run to the state tournament. So a confident bunch who is hoping to get back to that state tournament, make some more noise. And they're also a team that, when you talk about goals for a team, when I talked to Coach Engman talking about the team goals, not a lot of statistical goals because they have the talent. The stats come because the talent is there to hit the ball well. They block the ball well. They dig the ball well. I mean, that's all there. The goals for this group, a lot of it is team morale type stuff, energy type goals, things that you always have control of when you're out there and you step onto the floor. Your effort, your energy, your attitude. You hear coaches talk about that a lot, but really that's maybe the last thing that puts this team from being a state qualifying type team, which they certainly are, to a state championship contending team when you start taking care of all those little things, all those X factor type things that go along then with the elite skill sets that these girls have. So those are a few of the keys we'll be looking at here tonight. We'll run down our State Farm game plan for you next when we take a look at this specific matchup between Baldwin and Paola. 2 top 10 teams getting set to serve it up here in Baldwin. You're watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Our keys to the game on our State Farm game plan coming up next here on the pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome back to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Volleyball coming up shortly between number 7, Paola, number 4, Baldwin. It's time to take a look at tonight's game plan. And the game plan is brought to you by your local State Farm Insurance agent, Cody Anno. It's a good time to stop by and review your policy as your kids are now headed back to school. Maybe they're headed off to college. You need to fine-tune what you got in that policy or see what changes you might want to make. It's a great time to do that, and it's a great time to come talk to Cody Anno. He'd love to chat with you and see how maybe they can help you. And as he always says, he's there to help a neighbor out. So go see him or give him a call, 785-594-0270. You can go online, codyismyagent.com, and find out more as well. Pretty simple, our game plan tonight. Set your stars. We talked about them. Barth, Fanja, Reichert, get them the ball. Let them make it happen. They've done it all year. Set your stars, win the serves. That's when we talked about the goals for this team that Coach gave, the really only statistical time goal was serving. They want to serve at 85% or better, win the service game. That's a big goal or a key for them here tonight in the game plan. And then, of course, talk. Got to be vocal. You got to communicate out there. This team does a good job of that, but you can't ever just assume it's going to happen. That's very important out on the loud volleyball floor. So there's our State Farm Insurance game plan for tonight for the Baldwin Bulldogs, the number 4 team in the state in Class 4A, as they host the number 17, the Paola Panthers, here tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. You've been watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show brought to you by your friends and neighbors down at Baldwin State Bank. Go get a better banking experience. BaldwinStateBank.com. Give them a call, 785-594-6421. Your starting lineups in the opening serve coming up next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't really
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Baldwin and Paola coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. It's time for the starting lineups. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Lumberyard Arts Center. As you take a look at the lineups there, again, Baldwin, that attack led by Funja, Barth, and Reichard. The setter for the Bulldogs is Avery Bergen. Reagan Bosch is their libero. For the Paola Panthers, top attacker Maggie Kauk, Kane, Mead, and Kale. They'll all get plenty involved as well. Maddie Pitzer is their setter, and Taryn Markham is the libero for the Paola Panthers. The Panthers are ranked number 7. The Bulldogs are ranked number 4 for this matchup. The starting lineups brought to you by the Lumberyard Arts Center at 718 High Street in Baldwin City as you get a look at their lineup here on the screen. Don't miss out on all these great events, live music, arts and crafts, unique experiences, youth and adult classes, and so much more down at the Lumberyard Arts Center. Learn more at lumberyardartscenter.org. Create, play, and innovate at your creative home in Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Arts Center. The Bulldogs will toss some T-shirts up into the student section. The students turning out here well for this matchup tonight between number 7 Paola and number 4 Baldwin. The Bulldogs 12-1, the Panthers 8-3. Should be a pretty good match here tonight. Best of 5 between these two teams. Baldwin has only dropped 3 sets the entire year, and 2 of those came in their one loss to Heritage Christian Academy. The first 12 matches of the year, they dropped 1 set. That's it, 1. So this is a confident bunch, but Paola, they come in with some confidence as well at 8-3 on the season, and now up to number 7 in the rankings. Let's get you set now for the first serve tonight. Tonight's opening serve is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Tickets on sale now for the 2nd annual Downtown Beverage Festival. Make plans to join BCRC in downtown Baldwin coming up on Saturday, October 22nd. Just a little more than a month away from 3 to 7 p.m. downtown. Sample some of the region's finest beverage offerings with a backdrop of live music, food trucks, and a lot more. Early bird tickets on sale now, and you must have a ticket to attend. It's $30 for that early bird ticket. And attendance is capped as well, so once they sell out of those tickets, you can't go. So don't wait, don't miss out. Buy them now, baldwinrec.org, or stop by the office at 705 High Street. Baldwin in the home whites. Paola, visiting team of the black and gold here for this matchup between two top 10 ranked teams. Number 7 for Paola, number 4 for Baldwin. Ryan Helmer, Bryce Kessler. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. So glad you made time on your Thursday evening to join us for this top 10 volleyball matchup. It's going to be Baldwin that gets the first serve of the evening. Emily Paget looks like she's going to get that honor for the Bulldogs here tonight.
I'm excited. Should have a good game tonight. Baldwin obviously has a good team. Like you mentioned in the open, 12-1 coming into play, so should be packing the house and watching some good volleyball tonight.
I won't make your prediction on who wins this and who you got in the Chiefs-Chargers tonight, though, Ryan.
I got the Chiefs.
Chiefs, all right. Of course, that's going to draw the attention of many folks tonight, so enjoy some volleyball before that game kicks off, and then just keep it right there as well. Dual screen it. First kill of the game is Ava Kale. So Paola strikes first here in the opening set. As Kale on a little slide to the outside, able to put it down for the Panthers on a nice set by Pitzer, and it's 1-0 Paola. Serve from Pitzer into the net. And the service error, we're leaving it back up at 1 apiece. Well, service game so crucial to success, especially in the day and age, which it's not like it's a new thing now, the rally scoring, but there was a time when you could overcome it a little bit more, but now every mess up you have is a point the other way, and Baldwin gets the serve back because of a service error, and now trying to go cross court deep to the corner was Reichert. Dug up nicely by the libero. Markham, and a block put up by the Bulldogs. Ofunja and Bergen there to deny the swing for the left side from the Paola attack. So Baldwin takes their first lead of the match at 2-1.
Making yourself sound old with these references. Back in the day, the scoring used to be.
It's been a while now, but so much better as well. Put another kill on the board there for Paola as Ava Kale evens us back up 2 apiece. Service coming from Anna Kane, 5'8" junior. Good job of the serve received by Bosch. Tipped by Reichard. Kauck, their top attacker on that swing. Into the middle for Ofunja. Reichard. Good play on the back line by Kane. Tapped across by Bergen, kept up by Markham. Both teams doing a great job scrambling right now on this volley. Back it comes to Reichard. Gets a good swing on it, but it's blocked by Kale. How about Ofunja in the middle? Another beautiful dig. That time Markham picked it up right off top of the floorboard. Down ball over to Baldwin. Bergen out to Reichard again and sails it as Paola wins a point. It was packed with some momentum there on those long rallies. Both teams doing a great job scrambling around, but it's the Panthers who take the 3-2 lead. Bergen, Ofunja, kept alive, and Paola, I tell you, they're going to be tough to beat on a night where they are scrambling like this. Markham doing her very best as the libero. She is playing that position to a T right now. For the back row, Barth. It's on the line. Cheney Barth out of the back row with her first kill of the match. Leads the team in kills at 4.5 per set at a tremendous .381 hitting percentage and ties it up at 3. Reichard to serve. Kauck can't tip it past the block or make that wicker rather. This was Kauck on the near side. Try it again. And Baldwin unable to return it back. A little off balance on that ball right down the center tape by Kauck. As Paola takes the 4-3 lead, and back and forth we go. We'll expect all night long to be very much a back and forth game. Going to be tough with the way both these teams play effort-wise on the defensive side as Barth hammers one home for her second kill. But the way both teams play effort-wise defensively, tough to put together any long runs of points. Sayo Ofunja to serve for Baldwin. Honorable mention All-State last year, and a little assist from the top of the net. Drops home an ace for Fasayo. Ofunja has a serving percentage just under 97% for the year. A dozen aces, second of the team, now 13 for her. As Wicker is able to use the block that time against Baldwin. Had him angled out. Wicker takes it off the block and down to tie it at 5. Avery Winterscheid on to serve now. Overpass goes over and out. An ace for Winterscheid. And Paola back in front, 6-5. A net assist now for Winterscheid. So I suppose one side got one, the other deserves one as well. Really nothing you could do about that on serve receive when a ball hits the net like that and flips it over. It's just, if you're set up in that position when they serve, you're terribly out of position. So you can't just set up there, and then it's just tough to read what it's going to do as Cheney Barth delivers again for Baldwin. They like to go to Barth. She gets a heavy percentage of their sets. Over 30% of the swings come from Cheney Barth, and more often than not, it seems like she delivers. Good job by Ofunja in the back row, digging up that swing from Meade. Set to the middle of Kauck, a little bit off the mark though. Couldn't get a swing on it. Now Reichard, a little roll shot from the back row, and Alyssa Reichard, good control there on that swing. Hit it with the paw, rolls it over and down. Good topspin on that shot there by Reichert to tie it up at 7. Avery Bergen now to serve. Bulldogs setter working out of the back row now. Kauk. 8-7 Paola. It's early, but the 7th-ranked Panthers certainly up to task so far against the 4th-ranked Bulldogs here on Baldwin's home floor. Cheney Barth with another kill on the set from Bergen.
Yep. Paola's really started well in this game, not intimidated at all by Baldwin's record coming in here. You can see they're a good team in their own right.
Yeah, no question. It's been back and forth. Neither team able to open up any more than a point or two lead so far. Bergen sets for Reichert. Tried to cut that one tight past the block, but missed it wide. 9-8 Paola. This is Taryn Markham to serve for the Panthers. She's already been very busy back there digging things up. Here's Afunja out of the back row. Got a good hit on it, but couldn't spin it down. It's deep, and a 2-point lead for Paola at 10-8. Markham again on the serve. Bergen to Reichert. Markham on the dig, but then nobody there to get that second contact. Kauk was in position, but she was waiting for Winterscheid to come get it. And perhaps either a miscommunication or a lack of communication there cost Paola a point. As Baldwin pulls back within 1 and will try to even it up on the Paget serve. Up near the rafters and right on the other side, no communication either between Barth and Bergen, who chat about it a minute after they both went to play it. So it's back to a 2-point lead for Paola at 11-9.
That's one of those keys you mentioned before the game in the open is good communication out there.
Well, especially in volleyball where it's so tight quarters. That ball goes off at the foot of Markham. Thought I heard a whistle blow, did I not? So the officials are going to talk. I thought I heard a whistle. Did you hear a whistle there, Ryan? Or
I thought it was either a whistle or shoe squeaking.
And they're going to replay it. And you have to replay it at that point now. But
I thought it hit her foot, too, and went straight up in the air.
It looked like she missed it initially, went past her hands. It was coming at such a velocity on that swing by Afunja, but then it just, coincidentally, it looked like it went off the top of her foot. So they're going to replay the point. Bergen will try to Afunja again. The block there, kept up by Reichert. Barth again out of the back row, tips this time. One hand up by Paola. And now Reichert again. Tipped at the block. Pitzer sets it up for Anna Kane, and a diving effort by Bosch. Unsuccessful. 3-point lead now for Paola. But what I was saying on the point about talking, there's so many, even when you feel like it's just an obvious ball that should be yours, there's going to be somebody 2 or 3 steps away that may also be thinking, this is an easy ball for me. So you just can't ever take it for granted. As that time, Markham tried to duck out of the way, and it went off the back of the ponytail. So add a kill to the line for Reichert, her second, and it's 12-10. Claire Baker now on to serve for Baldwin. Knuckleball serve. Almost got past Kane. Bergen, middle set. Bergen again. This time sends it outside to Reichert into the net. So it's been close throughout, but it's been Paola who has kind of been the leader of this Simon Says game. What they do, then Baldwin has been answering until Paola is able to pull open a 4-point lead now. Midway through this first set, 14-10 Panthers. Good serve. Forces Baldwin to go all the way down to the floor to play it. But then Vasayo Afunja capitalizes off the nice serve receive by Baker. Reichard leads the team with 13 aces coming in, but sends that one into the net. Now, she and Afunja both have similar numbers in aces. In fact, they're now dead even after Afunja's earlier ace tonight with 13, but Reichard now with 11 service errors to just 4 for Afunja. So from a percentage standpoint, they both can certainly give the ace, but Reichard would like to see that balance go more heavily on the ace side as opposed to about a 50-50. Good dig in the back row by Kane. Comes all the way back over to Baldwin. Now Afunja hanging in the air just long enough to finish it. Looked like she may have mistimed the jump initially, but still able to arc her back, get that hand on top of the ball and send it down. 15-12. Set to the middle, and Maggie Kaut delivers for Paola. Pitzer likes going to Kaut. She is their top attacker, and we've already seen her work both from the outside and the right side, and then in that particular case, working out of the middle. Bergen, high for Barth, and a big swing by Cheney Barth, the lone senior for the Baldwin Bulldogs, with 5 kills in this opening set after that latest.
That's so rare to have such a good team and only one senior on the whole team.
No kidding. As a coach, you'd love to have more seniors, but you really like the fact that you're going to have the entire team other than one returning in what's already a tremendously talented group.
Just think about natural progression from year to year. Girls get better every single year. It really leads to believing there's a lot of good to come in the future for Baldwin volleyball.
17-13 Paola. Barth this time with a finesse play, but can't sneak it past Markham, who's certainly not afraid to get down on the floor. She plays a very good back row for Paola. Bergen, Barth again, dug up by Markham. And a playable ball too. Right at the net, how about that? Emily Paget, a solo block, her 4th solo block of the year. The 5'6" sophomore getting up there one-on-one to make the play. Nice job by Emily Paget. Now Barth to serve. Good chance here for Baldwin. Bergen sets it up for Reichert. Kept up, got to get it over now. Free ball sent across by Avery. Kane. And Baldwin can't scramble 2 in a row to get him across. And a kill for Anna Kane. 18-14 Paola. Reichert, little tight, had the tip. Good job by Afunja digging that one up. Free ball back over to Paola. Pitzer dumps it across. There you go. We talked about it when we were previewing this matchup. Maddie Pitzer, she averages about 1.5 kills per set. So as the setter, she's not afraid to go up there and dump it in there when she feels the opportunity is right. And we see it right there, and that forces Baldwin to take a timeout. So the Bulldogs on their home floor trailing here in this first set, 19-14. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the #1 land brokerage for farm, ranch, and recreational properties. Your local Baldwin City brokers are Shad and Penny Sheldon. And they love to help you find your dream property like the Appanoose Creek Retreat. Check it out in Franklin County, a perfect recreational slice of heaven for the avid outdoorsman. Nearly 115 pristine acres with a fully furnished solar-powered cabin and much more. The amenities on this property are see it to believe it type. And you can do that at HaydenOutdoors.com or email Shad at HaydenOutdoors.com or Penny at HaydenOutdoors.com. 19-14. Paola, the lead and the serve as we get into the latter parts of this first set. Crystal Engelman using that timeout to try and stem the momentum a little bit, and it looks like it worked out as the service error coming back out of the timeout from Paola.
You can see the energy, though, from Paola coming into that timeout. The confidence is riding pretty high right now.
Slide out to the right side. Tip try by Kale. And that one hit by Berg right into the center of the net. 20-15 Paola.
This would be big for the confidence of Paola if they could get this first set. So they're not going to back down to a good Baldwin team. Still a long ways to go, though, for Baldwin.
And then get the side out here as Bergen sets it quick in the middle to Reichert. And Alyssa with her third kill of this first set. Baldwin can't trade points, though, at this point in time. They are going to have to put together a run, which Paola has made awfully tough so far. Claire Baker comes in to serve. They have scrambled very well defensively, which makes it tough for opponents to put any type of run together. Long back set across to Kane. Can't get it past the block. Now Kalk out of the back row, and that is out. Not by much, but just enough. And Baldwin with back-to-back points to make it 20-17.
Yeah, like you mentioned, be a good time right now to make a run. You don't want to start trading points, getting close to that 25 mark.
We'll have to get this thing tied back up before Paola gets up near that 22-point mark. There's three in a row for Baldwin, 20-18. Baker floats a nice serve in there. Paola scrambling to return it. Good chance here. Nice pass to Bergen. Sets it up to Afunja, and she hammers it home. 4 in a row for the Bulldogs, and now it's Paola who will take a timeout. Lexi Combs uses the Panthers' first timeout of this opening set after a 4-point run by Baldwin, and it's now 20-19. So the Bulldogs making their way back into it on a nice scoring run, and not done yet. Claire Baker will still have the serve of the Bulldogs when they come out of the timeout. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. If you're looking for a great job with a great family-owned growing company right here in Baldwin City, then check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. Send an email to jobs@riceprecision.com to learn more about current openings at Rice Precision Manufacturing. 4-point run right now for the Bulldogs. Can they keep it going? They will, at least for one more point, as that tip try by Meade goes out of bounds, and they are even at 20 now. A 5-point run by Baldwin. Free ball coming over to the Bulldogs. Can they use it to go in front? Afunja, you bet. 21-20 Baldwin, 6 in a row for the Bulldogs.
Such a momentum booster every time Afunja gets up high and puts it down hard like that. Talked about bringing the energy. That's one way to do it.
5 kills now for Fasayo in this first set, matching Barth for the team lead. And Baldwin from down 5 to up 1. Bosch can't quite get underneath their good effort. Put that point on the board for Paola, Brian Lynn Wicker, and it is now tied at 21. Overpass out of bounds, and Paola right back in front, 22-21 on an ace serve by Anna Kane, her second ace of this first set. 4th for the Panthers as a team. Bergen sets to Reichert. Good dig by Pitzer. Took him out of system, though, on that first contact by the center, but it doesn't matter because Wicker scores it on the down ball. 23-21 Paola. A third service error of the first set for Paola, and that certainly helps out the Bulldogs. Baldwin trailing 23-22. Alyssa Reichert set to serve it. Pitzer out to Kauk, and Bergen was out there one-on-one. Tough spot for Bergen to be one-on-one with Kauk. And Maggie Kauk delivers for Paola to give the Panthers a chance at set point here in the opening set. 24-22 lead for Paola. Baldwin's going to have to send a free ball over. Can Paola put it away in the first? Kauk tips. Bergen, Bosch, out to Barth. Blocked back at her by Kauk, and that will do it for the first set. A block by Maggie Kauk gives Paola a 25-22 first set victory here in this battle of top 10 4A teams. Number 7, Paola, leads the match 1-0 over the number 4 ranked Baldwin Bulldogs here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Welcome back to Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. Top 10 volleyball matchup here tonight between number 4 Baldwin and number 7 Paola, and it's the Paola Panthers who take set 1, 25-22. The service error starts the second set for the Panthers. They had three service errors in the first set, but overcame those to pick up the win. So they lead the match 1-0 as Alyssa Reichert has it blocked. Baldwin somehow pinballs that one back across the net, though. The rally stays alive. Free ball coming over to Baldwin. Got to use this one. Barth, tight pass to Bergen. Got it up and still for Afunja, and Afunja came up luckily okay. Looked like for a moment she may have stepped on an ankle there. But Afunja picks up her 6th kill of the match. And it's 2-0 Baldwin to start this second set. Good job with the hands there at the net by Afunja. Bergen. Set comes behind Fasile. Has to go a little roll shot instead. And now Reichert blocked. Oh, it's again pinball back over by Baldwin. And right now the Bulldogs, they are just scrambling to return that ball. I don't know that they could tell you how they got the last couple over, but it doesn't matter. And they both have gotten over. And Baldwin now leads 3-0.
Paola's making them work for every single point they get, though.
Wicker dug by Reichert. They'll come right back to Alyssa. Tips it. Played up by Kane. Pitzer sets it behind her to Wicker and finds the cross court. Just enough space there. Oh, no, she didn't. That's out. Okay. Beg your pardon. My eyes deceived me.
I thought that looked in, too.
4-0 Baldwin. Great start here to the second set. Kauk out of the back row. Can't put it away. Now Reichert. And that one sails out. So Paola's got their first point of the second set. They lead the match 1-0. Well, by definition, this is not a must-win set by Baldwin in a best of 5, but certainly don't want to go down 2-0 to this Paola team. So it's all but a must-win for Baldwin as Visayo tried to finesse that one over the block, but mistimed it a bit.
I mean, you can already tell this is going to be a battle till the end. You obviously don't want to have to battle all the way back from 2-0 down.
Clipped off the net. Barth able to get that one back up, though, and then Bosch, the down ball from deep. Here's Kauk. Down the line, played up by Bergen. Reichard, big swing there by Alyssa from the 10-foot line. She's able to put that one away. Here's Claire Baker now on to serve. She was the server for Baldwin when they made their big run late in that first set. They were down 20-15, a 6-point run, put them up 21-20, but they were unable to finish it off as Maggie Kauk skies in the air and hammers another point down for Paola. Good late adjustment there by Baker, tipped down by Reichard. Alyssa's serve comes up just short. Winterscheid back on to serve now for Paola. 6-4, Baldwin leads early second set. 25-22 win in the first set for Paola. Looking for their second road win this week after defeating Eudora on Tuesday night. Cheney Barth picks up a kill there for Baldwin. Barth, the leading attacker for the team, averages 4.5 kills per set at a very efficient .381 hitting percentage, up about 140 points from last year. This is a Funja to serve. And put an ace on the board for Visayo. That's her second ace of the match. 14th of the year.
Baldwin would really like to make a run right now with Visayo serving. This would be a good time to do it.
Trying to do something that they were unable to do at any point in that first set, and that's open up a little breathing room between themselves and Paola. And an early timeout taken by Lexi Combs here. A 9-4 score early on in this second set, but Coach Combs already sensing that same thing that you were just kind of talking about, Ryan. Don't want to let them get too far away from you, so she'll take a timeout to stem the momentum early on here. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by The Bullpen, your locally owned sports bar located in historic downtown Baldwin City. They got a great schedule, including tonight. Ryan won't be down there for karaoke because I've been told he is no longer allowed to karaoke.
Yep.
But following the Chiefs game tonight, they'll have karaoke till midnight down at the Bullpen. Tomorrow, you can get a double dip. Royals, Bulldogs, you can get them both. And for every Royals hit tomorrow during their game, which first pitch at 6:10, for every hit, there's a free giveaway down at the Bullpen. Now, that might only be about 3.
4 or 5.
Yeah. but they're going to do that. If it was
get there early.
If it was, what was it, 2 nights ago? They almost got no hit until the 9th inning. Bobby Witt finally had a hit for them. But
ended up winning that game, by the way.
No, they didn't. They lost 6-3. Yeah, I know.
Well.
Trust me. I had reason to know what the result was going to be in that one. But anyway, so that's down to the Bullpen. Go check them out downtown Baldwin City. Follow them on Facebook as well, Bullpen Baldwin City. 9-4. And a big swing from Maggie Kauk. So it seems like the percentage of times the team takes the timeout and then scores coming out of the timeout is extremely high. I don't know what the actual statistic is on it, but I'm going to venture to say it's a pretty high number because it just seems like it never fails, and it works out here for Paola as well. Kane. Now Barth. Markham showing off some quick reflexes and some flexibility to go down there and get that one. But Cheney Barth picks up the kill.
She gets to just about everything. Really shrinks the floor.
Pitzer sets it up for Ward. Punched back over by Bergen. Now Kane from off of the net. Sent back over on second contact by Bergen. Kane again. And that time she delivers. Well, Paola certainly has to be happy with their start on the road tonight, winning the first set 25-22. They seem to have reversed that momentum that Baldwin had building early on in his second set. Barth can't tip that one across, so now 10-7 the score. Bergen will set it back behind her to Barth, and it's denied by Kane. A 4-1 run out of the timeout for Paola. And Markham with a second service error. Gives Barth a chance to once again try to open up a little lead here for Baldwin, up by 3. Markham hits that down ball into the net, 4-point Baldwin lead. Barth's serve eats up Maggie Calk at the back row, but able to make it playable anyway. Now Bergen sets it for Berg. Kane will once again try it on this outside, but too far off the net. Didn't have enough space to get that one over on that angle down. So it's now a 13-8 lead for Baldwin. Paola scrambling, see if Baldwin can use it here. Bergen shoots it out to Reichard. And another job done by Markham, but it's all for naught as the Panthers were up into the net. So blocking error will give the point to Baldwin, make it 14-8. Pitzer trying to deflect that one over after the initial pass from Markham, and now 15-8. And Lexi Combs will burn her second timeout already, with Paola down 7 here in the second set. So 2 quick timeouts taken in this one by Paola, as Baldwin leads at 15-8 here in this second set of action. Baldwin Sports Live presented by Hayden Outdoors as we play the second set of this top 10 matchup. Number 7, Paola. Number 4, Baldwin. Paola winning the first set 25-22. So the Panthers out in front right now, but a long way to go. Both teams trying to pick up a top 10 victory here tonight.
Baldwin's starting to turn things around here in the second set, thanks to their three-headed monster, really, of Cheney, Funja, and Reichard. Reichard's really starting to play well in the second set, I think.
A couple of kills here for Reichard, a couple for Barth as well, and it's Cheney who is back at the service line right now, trying to extend this 7-point Baldwin lead. Eats up Markham on the serve, forcing a scramble and a free ball return. Bergen, middle for Paget, and there it is. Emily Paget makes it a 8-point Baldwin lead.
Bulldogs starting to grow into this game a little bit, get more and more comfortable, I think. Lost a ball. Let's get another one.
And Baldwin is not used to taking punches, especially early on in matches. They've just come out and dominated pretty much everybody they've played this year. Again, they've only dropped 3 sets all season, and 2 of those came in the one match they lost this past Saturday. So they aren't used to a team coming out and giving them a little bit of their own medicine. Chicken winged up by Reichard. Good quick reaction, kept it alive, and Baldwin returns it. Pitzer on the slide outside for Kale. Bump set out to Reichard, and a block by Ava Kale. 16-9.
That's a big point for Paola. You could just feel the momentum really shifting in the favor of Baldwin.
Overpass. Berg can't get that one to spin down. 16-10. Baldwin still in front. Paola trying to make a little run to tighten things up here. Bergen out to Reichert on the tip. Free ball back over to Baldwin. Bergen has to send it right back over in a free ball. Don't like to see that after getting one to have to send one back. Can they use it this time? Bergen sets a Funja in the back row. A little off the mark though. And that ball is deflected. Yes, it was deflected by the block, so a kill for Kane. And that's pretty unfortunate there for Baldwin. They got two back-to-back free balls and didn't get really any good offense off of either of them. Missed chance. Still lead by 5, though. Reichert is blocked by Kale yet again. Was it touched? It was not.
Ooh.
Reichert laid out for it.
I think she might have caught a break there, Baldwin.
And the official up on the stand is going to talk to the line judge down here and see what he saw. And now they're going to bring the down ref over as well.
Yeah,
it was close.
I thought she dove and touched it a little bit, changed the course of the ball. But I've been wrong before.
This is when we'd love to have that slow motion replay to pull up, and they will say, point Baldwin.
I'm not going to argue with that.
(17-12) lead for the Bulldogs here on their home floor after dropping the first set. An important second set. Now sees them go up 6 as Wicker sails that attack out of bounds. Page it just clears the net on the serve. Wicker this time is able to keep it in play, but it's dug by Barth, who gets it right back from Bergen. Kane falling away on the set by Pitzer, threw her off balance, so it's now a 19-12 lead for Baldwin. Paola out of timeout, so they are unable to stop the momentum at any point moving forward here in this second set. Wicker ends a little mini run with that kill. Ava Kane serving, or excuse me, Anna Kane. Good job by Kane. Markham will send a free ball over. Got to use these. Bergen. Middle to a Funja. There you go. So that is what you want to see off a free ball. There's no reason when you get a free ball you shouldn't be able to get a nice clean pass to your setter and have all options available to her. They missed that opportunity earlier, but no question about that one.
Yeah, Funja just licking her chops, standing at the net on that one. Knows she's going to have a good opportunity.
Pitzer to Kauk, and it's deep. 21-13 Baldwin. Again, Paola out of timeout, so Lexi Combs is going to have to let her squad just roll here in these final points and hope that they can stem the momentum on their own. And that'll help them as Maggie Kauk picks up her 7th kill of the match, 3rd of this second set. But Baldwin's still in a good spot here, up 21-14. Bosch had to go real low to get that one. Now Wicker, dug by Barth. Overpass comes back to Kauk, who takes care of it, or did she hit the net? The net is wiggling a little bit. Crystal Ingman was adamant about that, coming out and saying, hey, look, we had no blocker up there, so you can't blame our girls for the net wiggling. There's only one person it could have been, but the question is, was it the hand or was it the ball? If it's the ball that hits the net and causes it to wiggle, obviously it's no foul, but if that hand came down on top of the net, and they're going to say it was the ball that caused the net, not the hand.
We're going to have to get some sort of replay system set up in here so we can be the reviewers, the booth.
We need to get one of those net cams that's just right along the top of the net for something like that. We would have had a chance to see it, but we'll continue to dream. There's a kill for Barth. Kauk was in position, but there was just enough space between Kauk and the net that Cheney was able to stick that ball on her. Makes it 22-15 Baldwin. Wicker dug up by Baker, and now off the block and out it goes. Another kill for Cheney Barth. 23-15. Baldwin just a couple of points away now. Pitzer trying to long set that one out here to Kane. And now they will call net violation. It was Jade Mead called for that net violation, and now it's 24-15 and set point for Baldwin. Reichard, that's an overpass, but Afanja wanted it back, I think. Instead, it's Barth on the tip. Tap back over by Kauk, and that drops in. Still a long way back for Paola, down 24-16. Avery Winterscheid will come on to serve with no room for error here. Bergen sets quick in the middle for Afanja. Out to Barth, trying to tip it back into the back corner. Kane keeps it up. Blocked back at Paola. Panthers will scramble to return. Free ball chance to put it away for Baldwin. Good pass to Bergen, set middle to Afanja. Automatic. 25-16. Baldwin evens the match at one apiece. You're watching Bulldog Volleyball presented by Hayden Outdoors on Baldwin Sports Live.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
We head off to the third set tonight here in Baldwin. Top 10 battle between Baldwin and Paola. We are tied up one set apiece. 25-22 win in the first for Paola, 25-16 win in the second for Baldwin. And a lift, I believe, is going to get called here, or no, a double contact on Bergen as the Bulldogs tried to scramble to get that one returned. So it's Paola who gets the first point here in the third. Maddie Pitzer to serve it for Paola. Panthers setter. Barth out of the back row, goes right at the setter. That's a good spot to go with it if you can target her to make the first contact. Now Afunja in the middle. Great dig by Markham. The libero having a tremendous night for Paola. Pitzer, clean setup for Wicker this time. Bosch on the overpass, taken care of by Ava Kale. Two 2-0 start for Paola in the third. Best of 5. Fanja unable to clear the net. They call it 4 contact on Baldwin. 3-0 Paola. Another overpass. And there is a foul on Paola there. And that was the setter for Baldwin, Avery Bergen. They called it on Baldwin, or did they call that on?
I think they gave the point to Paola there.
Okay, and that's because Bergen is a back row setter, and she played that ball up above the net. So unfortunately, that's just a tough spot for Bergen. Not much she can really do about it. You either just sit there and let Kale just hammer it home on you, or you go up there and just hope that the official doesn't call it on you. And now Reichert hammers one into the net. So we saw Lexi Combs use a couple of early timeouts last set, and perhaps Crystal Engelman will have to go to that early timeout here if Paola opens this up any further. Now 5-0 start in the third set for the Panthers. And there's a point from Lauren Berg. So for the moment anyway, they get the side out at least, and we'll try to put a little momentum together of their own now. Might be an issue on rotation now for Baldwin. Claire Baker was coming in to serve, but the official over there to talk with Crystal Engelman, and it might just be a matter of the way they want them coming in and out. I'm not sure. We're not privy to the conversation. Can't hear them from up here, but
not a very good lip reader either.
Yeah, not my strongest suit. So we'll let them figure it out.
Unless it's a few obvious words I can pick out. Usually aren't allowed.
So we're back to action, and here comes Brylan Wicker, and it's kept up by Baldwin's Avery Bergen. And Bergen has to play it as a down ball because of the back row setter. Now here she goes with the bump set out to Reichert. Markham can't keep this one quite in play. Back-to-back Baldwin points after the early 5-0 run to start this set from Paola. Reichert sticks it on the block. Good power there by Alyssa Reichert. Paola giving her just enough space there, not tight enough to the net on the block. Here's the serve by Baker. Kale is rejected by Afonja. She is their blocking leader, averages almost 2 per set. Her 39th solo block of the year right there. Out. 4 straight for, make that 5 straight for Baldwin. So 5-0 runs both ways to start this third set. And we're even at 5 apiece. Make it 6-5 Baldwin on the ace by Claire Baker. Wicker dug up nicely by Barth. Bosch gets it over. Free ball chance for Baldwin. Barth the pass to Bergen. Sends it high for Reichert. Tip back to the Bulldogs. Where does Bergen go this time? Afunja in the middle. Taps it home.
When in doubt, go to Afunja.
Yeah. Well, refs are going to talk about this one. I'm not sure whether they're talking about that last contact by Afunja, whether they're saying that she didn't tip the ball and instead perhaps kind of threw the ball, which would obviously be illegal. I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about or not, but I didn't see anything else happen that could have been questioned.
Daft little touch there right over the blockers. Baldwin doing a good job here in this third set, battling back though. Went down, 5-0 early. Made it 7-5 now.
Yeah, I thought that Crystal Ingeman might have to use a timeout when they fell behind 5-0 early, but she trusted her team, said, hey, you guys figure it out yourselves, and they did.
It's a good thing to have as a coach when you can trust your team to figure it out on their own, not have to burn too many timeouts. It's part of growing as a team. Baldwin, like you mentioned in the Open, they should have a good season, good chance at a postseason. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm still, we don't know what the conversation was about. Nothing changed as far as score, as far as which team has the serve. So we play on 7-5 Baldwin. 7 in a row for the Bulldogs. After they trailed 5-0 to start this third set. That goes off the antenna, it looked like. So Paola ends that 7-0 run on the attack error by Reichert. Another ace for Anna Kane. She's up to 3 now in this match. Overpass for Kale. Afunja somehow able to get that ball over back to the net. Still made a nice play on it, and Baldwin comes away with a point out of it. Don't always have to be pretty.
Just great reactions to even get to that ball.
Reichert serves. Baldwin leads by 1, and there's a little assist again from that net as Alyssa Reichert picks up the ace, her 14th of the year. That ball is out, 10-7 Baldwin.
Paola just outsmarting themselves a little bit. Sometimes they're doing a pretty good job just setting up calc on some spikes, but Baldwin putting together a nice run now.
10-2 run for Baldwin. Bulldogs are going to keep it going. Little game in the middle of that time as Afunja played the decoy, and Cheney Barth allowed her a wide open look. There was no block up there, and that is a recipe for disaster. If you're a backline player on the opposite side and you see Barth going up with no block in front of her, look out as Cheney buries her 10th kill of this match. It's the 8th time now in 14 matches this year that she has hit double digits. And the majority of the Baldwin matches this year have only been about 2 sets. So you're hitting double-digit kills in 2 sets. That's an impressive number. It's one thing to put double-digit kills up in a 5-set match. It's another to average double digits when your team only averages about 2 sets per match. So it is 11-7 Baldwin. We're in the third set. The match is tied at 1. Paola won the first set. Baldwin came back to get the second set. And they've got Paola all out of the system right now. And here comes Barth again. Was there a touch? No. So Paola dodges a bullet right there. Lead down to 3 for Baldwin. Served by Kale. Kept up by Bergen. Good chance here for Baldwin. And the same look to where they went earlier. This time it was not quite as smooth, but it works out as Barth goes with the tip shot that time and drops it right into that donut of the Paola defense. 12-8 Baldwin. Paget stays with it. Now Barth again. Good job of the block. Maggie Kalk with some help from Brylan Wicker up there. They deny the Bulldog attack. 12-9 Baldwin. Winterscheid on to serve for Paola. Barth blocked again, but that one comes out of bounds, so it'll go as another kill for Cheney. Only senior for the Bulldogs, Cheney Barth. Back-to-back second team All Frontier League honors as a sophomore and a junior. Kane tips it over, but not down. Great effort by Bergen, who returns it. And that ball is off the block and a kill for Jade Mead. (13-9) Baldwin. Kalk to serve. Sends it right side to Barth, and that is down the line for Cheney Barth. Leads all players with 13 kills in this match tonight. 4-point Baldwin lead. And an ace serve from Barth. Her season high is 17 kills. That was in a 4-set match against Maranatha earlier. Follows the ace up with there. But she is likely going to exceed that number tonight, I would think, at 13 right now, and at least one more full set to go. Good job by Afunja to get to that one. Now Reichert. Reichert again. And that shot misses on the cross court. So Baldwin goes up 16-11. (17-11) Baldwin. (18-11) Baldwin. When you mentioned it, Ryan, that at times here in this third set, it seems that Paola is just a little bit out of sync on their side, and now a couple points in a row have come directly due to that.
Can't help but think there might be another timeout coming here if they don't turn around. That was a good point there.
Little finesse from Maggie Kalk. 18-12 lead for Baldwin. Yeah, you're at that point here at 18-12 where most coaches will think about taking a timeout to try to stem that momentum, because you hate to see a team get up to that 20-point mark when you're 6, 7, 8 points behind. That's just a lot to overcome that late in the set. Barth can't put it away as Taryn Markham continues to play a great back row for Paola. How about Afunja in the middle? You betcha. Fasayo with her 10th kill. So she and Barth both into double digits tonight. Here's the serve by Baker. Good one. Anna Kane puts it down for Paola. Really good serve there by Kane. That ball had some nasty topspin on it. Her 4th ace.
Not a lot Reagan Bosch could do there. It's a really good serve, like you mentioned.
Afunja can't sneak past the block. Now Barth with the roll shot for the back row. Here comes Kauk. Blocked on it by Baldwin. I have a chance to send it back out to Reichert. And off the block it goes for Alyssa Reichert. 20-14 Baldwin. And answered back by Kauk. So we were talking timeouts earlier. I just noticed they have only one timeout listed up on the board right now for Paola. So I don't know whether they charged a timeout to Paola for something earlier in this set. I don't recall them taking one, but that would also explain why Lexi Combs is holding on to that last timeout to see where things get a little deeper into this set. Now at 21-15, Baldwin has a chance to put a little pressure here on Paola. Afunja will serve. Middle set for Kauk. There's some net contact on Paget, so that will cost Baldwin a point, make it 21-17. Long run for Bergen. They don't really get anything set up there, so now Paola with a good chance. Kauk a little too finesse on that one. She had a wide open spot there with the double block pulled in, but didn't clear the net with the tip. 22-16 Baldwin. Big third set here. Winner with a big advantage going up 2-1 into the 4th and potential 5th set. Then after that, here is Barth and hammers that ball off of Winterscheid. 23-16.
I mentioned it earlier. You give Barth kind of a free run at a kill, and it's like a bloody nose waiting to happen on the back line.
You have to go into self-preservation mode. Kauk gets a big point there for Paola. 23-17. Good news for Baldwin, though. Kauk is now in the back row. She'll serve, so you take the top Paola attacker out of the front row. Should be a good opportunity to put this set away, and Barth with her 15th kill right there makes it 24-17. Set point coming up here for the Bulldogs. A little surprised didn't get a timeout here from Paola with set point coming up. Hands on it by Paget. Reichert can't end it just quite yet. 24-18, long way to go still for Paola though. They'll need at least 6 in a row out of Taryn Markham here. Baldwin scrambling, a free ball coming over to Paola. Can the Panthers use it? They've got to have them. Kane into the block. Good job staying with it by Berg. Roll shot over. Pitzer tried to dump it. Paget stayed there, and now a down ball from Barth. Dug up by Afanja. And it's down for the win here in the third set. The defense from Fisayo Afanja wins the third, 25-18 Baldwin, as we head off to the fourth. A 2-1 lead for the Bulldogs here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Two-1 lead for Baldwin as we start the fourth. We're almost halfway home, or I should say a little over halfway home. There isn't really a halftime show in volleyball. I bring that up because I want to tell you about our halftime sponsor, Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. There to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. They're proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Set up a meeting by calling 785-594-1055 and see how Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you protect what matters most. It's your future. Let's protect it. There you go. Halftime show. There isn't one in volleyball, but want to give Farm Bureau Financial Services some love nonetheless here as we reach the, what I'll call the midway point, as now we go to the fourth. And it could be the finishing point if you're Baldwin now, as the Bulldogs lead it 2-1. Big swing there on the overpass, and Ava Kale puts the first point on the board for Baldwin as she got into the net. So it's an attack error there on that overpass, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Paola won the first set 25-22, but Baldwin has answered back with a 25-16 and 25-18 win in the second and third set. So 2-1 lead now for the Bulldogs. Janie Barth, the Bulldog senior captain, over to talk to the official here. And now Maddie Pitzer says, I'll join in here. What's going on? Good? Okay. Emily Paget to serve for Baldwin. Sets behind her. Kane, who hits it into the net. 2-0 Baldwin.
Bulldogs would really like to go on a nice run, get a nice lead here in the fourth set, and kind of coast to the finish. Paola have something to say about that, though.
They have made every point hard-earned for Baldwin in this match tonight. Markham will set it over to the right side for Wicker. Now Baldwin for the back row. Barth, who's had a really good attacking night. And that will go as a kill for Cheney Barth. She'll take it. It's her 16th, one shy of a season high for Cheney tonight, as Baldwin leads it 3-0. Reichert off balance. Can't put it away. Now Kane off the top of the Baldwin block. Bergen, Reichert again, and that is out. No touch, so Paola gets their first point of this fourth set. 3-1, Baldwin leads. Overpass, taken care of that time by Wicker. Nice job there by Lauren Berg. Second kill for Berg. She had 8 kills in the first 13 matches of the year. That's 2 tonight. 4-2, Baldwin lead in the fourth. Chance to win the match here in this set after winning the second and third sets following a 25-22 Paola win in the opening set. 2 top 10 teams in the latest 4A poll that just came out today for the Kansas Volleyball Coaches Association. Kauk into double figures with a dozen kills for Paola now, and makes it a 4-3 match, or a 4-3 set. And that's a couple overpasses now to start this fourth set. Last 2 have been handled by Paola as Kauk takes care of that one. And we're tied up at 4. Emily Paget comes back on for Baldwin, replacing Bosch, who has had a couple of those overpasses. And now Paget in there, and same thing happens, goes directly out of bounds though. So an ace serve for Paola.
After such a nice start to this fourth set, Paola taking back the momentum here. Only down 1 now.
In fact, they're up 1 after that. Barth, that is deep. So that is 6 of the last 7 points now have gone to Paola.
This is where sometimes you can see the energy level drop a little bit for Baldwin. Might see a timeout coming maybe.
If you're Baldwin being up 2-1 right now, you would sure love to just take care of this thing here in the fourth. Don't want to put it up for grabs in a race to 15 fifth set. And that is a Baldwin point on the redirect off the block. It was not touched by Baldwin. So the Bulldogs catch a break there on another close play over there on that far side. 6-5, Baldwin down 1. Reichert serving. Overpass now, Baldwin a chance to take it. Bergen out to Barth, off the block and down for Baldwin. 6-all. Ties a season high with 17 kills in this match for Cheney Barth. Good job with the hands up there by Barth in a funjet. Now it's Mead, unable to put it down. Barth tips it across. Back it comes to Baldwin. Good one-handed up by Claire Baker. Roll shot over by Barth. Dug up by Paola, and now it's Kale with a hook shot to make that Mead. Barth can't get it past the block this time. Bergen does a great job scrambling it back across. Tipped by Kauk. Back up at the net. Bergen sets to a funge in the middle. Tips it over, but kept alive, still up, and then underneath of the net it comes. So Baldwin wins that long scramble and goes up 7-6.
A great job by Baldwin on a couple of occasions, scrambling, like you mentioned, keeping that point alive. That was a big one.
Pitzer, clean set in the middle for Kauk as Baker had to go into that. We talked about earlier, that self-preservation mode with Kauk hammering right down on top of her. 14th kill for Maggie Kauk to lead the way for Paola, and we're tied at 7 in the fourth. Barth, nice placement on that one. 18 kills now, a new season high for the lone senior on the Baldwin squad. 8th match with double figures in that kills department. She has now reached 10 or more kills with 3 of the last 4 for Barth. She's playing well right now for the Bulldogs. Misfires on that one, though.
I feel like Barth was just waiting for one of these longer games with more sets so she could get her kills numbers up.
Over 150 now in the year for Barth in 13 plus 3.5 sets. Tied up at 8, back and forth we go in the 4th. Baldwin leading the match 2-1, so they are the ones that have a little breathing room here as Emily Paget picks up her 2nd kill. It's must win for Paola. It's really would like to win for Baldwin in this 4th set. Funky things can happen in those 15-point 5th sets. It just seems like it goes by so fast as Barth takes care of an overpass there for her 19th kill. Avery Bergen will serve. Great job by Fasayo in the back row. And that's down, wow. And it will count as a kill for Cheney Barth. Ooh. So there was a little bit of a confusion. The line judge actually, I believe, called out, but the down ref, who can overrule the line judge, was standing right there as well, saw it in. I saw it in as well, and it's one of those happy birthday kills for Cheney Barth. No business getting a kill on that ball, but she gets it for her 20th. Paola comes right back with a point, though, and a big one for them as Baldwin had opened up a 3-point lead. Not a big one necessarily, but in this match, 3 or 4 points has been quite a bit. Markham serving with Paola down by 2. Pitcher trying to dump it over. Baldwin not fooled. Here's Barth again. Make it 21 kills in the match for Cheney Barth. The seniors stepping up here on a night where you have a top 10 ranked opponent coming into your building. And Barth has been at the top of her game. Second service error. Just the 4th of the match, though, for Baldwin. So they have been pretty good on the service line tonight. Afunja out of the back row. So Fasayo with 11 kills to complement the big night from Cheney Barth. It's 13-10 Baldwin. One of the things that makes this team so good is that they do have multiple weapons that can just take over a game if you need to, which means you're somewhat, as that shot is deep from Kane, it means you're somewhat immune to that off night, because the likelihood of all 3 of Afunja, Barth, and Reichert all being on an off night together is just pretty rare. So if one of them, and tonight they've all 3 played well, but if you get a night where, one of them just, maybe they're under the weather, just don't really have that spring in their game that particular night, well, you got 2 other options. And when you get them all 3 firing, that's how you win matchups of top 10 teams, and that's where they're at right now with a 15-10 lead as Paola takes a timeout in a must-win 4th set here for the Panthers as they trail this match 2-1. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule while we have a chance here. We can see that tomorrow night, Friday, the 16th. Football, Baldwin at Lewisburg. Ryan and I will have the game for you here. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Next Tuesday, our first soccer game of the fall as Baldwin hosts Ottawa. And then Bulldogs football team back home a week from tomorrow, and they host Santa Fe Trail. Upcoming broadcast there brought to you by the Baldwin City Community Newspaper You can find our schedule of upcoming broadcasts in the newspaper. Subscribe today for just $5 a month for your local weekly paper for the latest news, opinions, sports, ads, and more. As Barth plays that one off a ricochet and keeps it alive. Stop by downtown at the Nook, 703 8th Street, to subscribe to your local weekly newspaper, the Baldwin City Community News, just $5 a month. Once again, Paola able to score out of the timeout, as seems so often happens. (15-11) the score. Barth out of the back row, and it is in there. It was a little bit of an indecisiveness there on the line judge of the back row, but it is in. That's the call, and it's another kill for Cheney Barth to make it 16-11 Baldwin. Well, Barth making a pretty strong statement here in this fourth set to possibly be named our Farm Bureau Financial Services Player of the Game. We'll name that following the conclusion of the match. So stay with us when this one goes final. We'll be right back after a quick timeout to name our Farm Bureau Financial Services Player of the Match. And Cheney Barth, who's been great all night long here in this fourth and potentially decisive set, is up to 7 kills here in this fourth. Trying to help put this one away for the Bulldogs, who now lead 17-11. Kauk not ready to end it yet for Paola. She's up to 15 kills in what's been a very nice night for Maggie Kauk. Senior for Paola. Only one senior on the Baldwin squad, but Paola has 3. Pitzer, Kauk, and Kale. They've all been impactful players in this match tonight. And there, Kauk not quite synced up with her setter, Pitzer. Trying to defy gravity and hang in the air as long as she possibly could, but in the end, it falls before she can hit it.
Yeah, just mistimed her jump a little bit there. Otherwise, she was in good position.
Will they go back to her? No, they're going to go instead to Wicker, and she delivers.
Paola not going quietly here in the fourth set, really battling.
Yeah, and if you're Baldwin, I think you expected that. The way you've seen Paola play for 3 sets so far tonight, they were not going to just throw up the white flag when Baldwin put a little pressure on them in this fourth set. This one far from over, but Baldwin still has to like the spot they're in here, up 18-13, and they have to like it when Barth goes up to swing at it. 19-13 Bulldogs. They are 6 points away.
It's not just the power, it's the placement from Cheney Barth. So good.
Able to see that block, see the court, where the openings are. That's how you hit 381 on the year with as many opportunities as she gets. That one misses as Kauk tried to cut it around the block, and it's now 20-13. And Paola will take their final timeout. One last hope to try and take the momentum away from Baldwin as the Bulldogs have opened up a 20-13 lead here in the fourth. They lead the match 2-1 and a chance to put this one away coming out of the timeout. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors, the #1 land brokerage for farm, ranch, and recreational properties. Local Baldwin City brokers Shad and Penny Sheldon are there to help you find your next dream property. You have to see them to believe them at HaydenOutdoors.com. All kinds of properties around not only the area, but the state, the country, and the world at one of the top land brokerages in the country, and they're right here in Baldwin City as well with your local agents Shad and Penny Sheldon at Hayden Outdoors. Go to HaydenOutdoors.com to learn more. Free ball coming over to Baldwin. Bergen, middle to Paget. Kept alive by Winterscheid, but they can't return it as Emily Paget picks up her 3rd kill. And Baldwin leads it 21-13. Start to kind of feel it here inside the gymnasium. Baldwin tracking down those final few points here. Maggie Kauk has certainly not lost any energy on that swing as she buries her 16th kill. Barth in the middle has just become basically automatic now. 9 kills in this fourth set alone. 24 for the match now for the Bulldogs' lone senior, Cheney Barth. Avery Bergen with the serve. Pitzer is tight to the net. Tough spot to be in as the setter. Couldn't do anything with it, and a double contact called on Ward. So now Baldwin goes up 23-14. And the Bulldogs just 2 points away after they dropped the opening set of this match. Maybe a little bit of a wake-up call dropping that first set. And the Bulldogs have answered with wins in the second and third, and now 2 points away from taking the match. Kane dug up nicely by Reichard. Bergen sets it for Barth. Good dig by Markham. Ward taps it across. Reichard trying to give Barth a chance, but really tight to the net. No chance at all there for Barth, who's just going to have a laugh about that one. If she would have been able to convert that one into a kill, we'd have just, just give her first team All-State right now.
That's right. Get Sports Center on the line tonight.
No harm, no foul here for Baldwin. They've got a little breathing room still at 23-15. So Taryn Markham will serve for Paola. Tough spot for the Panthers here. Baldwin with the momentum. And now Barth tips it around, but not going to happen there. Backhanded by Paola. Here comes Barth again on the other side. Block is on it. Barth taps it down. We've talked about the matches that Cheney has had this year with double-digit kills, 8 of them. Well, she has a double-digit kill set here, 10 in the fourth set.
It's been very impressive.
And now a chance to serve match point for the Bulldogs. Paola stays alive at the moment on that kill by Anna Kane. 24-16. No room for error for the Panthers, as Maddie Pitzer will have to put together, at minimum, an 8-point run from the service line. Bergen able to get it back out to Reichard. Pitzer back set to Wicker. And there's one of the 8 needed by Paola. Baldwin still free and easy until this gets to about 24-22 or so. And then you start thinking, uh-oh, do they have enough in them? But right now, Baldwin still with plenty of wiggle room as Bergen sets Afunja in the back row. And Fasayo says enough of that. Big kill for the back row from Fasayo Afunja, and that'll do it. 25-17 in the fourth as Baldwin rallies back from losing the first set to win this match 3-1. We're back to wrap it all up and name our Farm Bureau Financial Services player of the match right after this here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Welcome back here to Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. It's a final here in Baldwin tonight. The number 4 Bulldogs defeat the number 7 Paola Panthers 3-1 to improve to 13-1 on the year. Paola dropping to 8-4 with the loss here this evening. It's time to name tonight's Farm Bureau Financial Services Player of the Match. From insurance to investments, wealth management, and financial planning, Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you protect what matters most. Call today and set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld and your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. And I tell you what, there was a lot of fine performances for the Bulldogs tonight, but Cheney Barth is tonight's player of the match as she sets a new season high with 25 kills, the lone senior on this team for the Baldwin Bulldogs. And in the fourth set alone, the decisive fourth set alone, Cheney with 10 kills in that set alone.
Incredible.
To win this one for Baldwin as they put together a great team effort tonight. But Barth is tonight's Farm Bureau Financial Services player of the match. The Bulldogs win this one in 4 sets, 3-1 over the Paola Panthers. We're back with all the final numbers from New Frontier Tax and Business Services. We'll check those final numbers for you right after this as Baldwin improves to 13-1 with a big 4-set victory over Paola tonight. All right, I guess that commercial break didn't want to fire, so we'll just be right back here to give you the final numbers right now as we check the numbers brought to you by New Frontier Tax and Business Services at 608 High Street in Baldwin City, where they want to remind you that it's never too early to start thinking about tax season. Call for some helpful tips on how you can best prepare and learn about the documents that can help you potentially maximize your return. Timely, accurate, and reliable services at an affordable cost to help your business grow and succeed. Visit newfrontiertbs.com or call 785-594-1204 to learn more. Big game here for Baldwin as they win this one in 4 sets. Paola won the first set 25-22. Baldwin won the second 25-16, won the third 25-18, and then they win it all in the fourth 25-17. For Paola, 7 aces to 5 service errors tonight. Baldwin, 5 aces to 4 service errors on that serving line. Maggie Kauk led the Panthers with 16 kills in this match. Brylan Wicker with 7, Anna Kane with 6, Ava Kale with 3, Maddie Pitzer and Jade Mead each added 1 kill apiece. The leading blocker was also Kauk along with Kale. They each had 2 blocks tonight for Paola. 4 service aces from Anna Kane, 2 from Avery Winterscheid, 1 from Ava Kale. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, Cheney Barth, the huge game attacking in this one, 25 kills, a new season high for Cheney as she came in leading this team in kills and continued to extend that team lead with a big 25 kill performance tonight. Fasayo Afunja also in double digits tonight for the third time with 12 kills in this matchup. Alyssa Reichard added 8, 3 from Emily Paget and 2 from Lauren Berg. Leading blocker in this game for the Bulldogs was Afunja as well. She had 2 blocks in the match. Also on the blocking line, Emily Paget, Cheney Barth each with a block as well. Afunja with 2 ace serves in this match, 2 of the 5 for Baldwin, and the other 3 spread out between Baker, Barth, and Reichard. Those are your final numbers brought to you by New Frontier Tax and Business Services. And Baldwin now 13-1 of the year as they win this one 3-1 over the number 7 Paola Panthers, who dropped to 8-4. We'll be right back on the air tomorrow evening. Ryan and I are headed to Lewisburg as the Bulldogs will hit the gridiron to take on the Lewisburg Wildcats tomorrow night. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll start it with the Baldwin State Bank pregame show around 6:40 right here on Baldwin Sports Live, and make plans to join us Tuesday next week, Tuesday afternoon, for a 4 o'clock kick as Baldwin Soccer hosts Ottawa right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. We thank you for watching tonight's top 10 volleyball matchup as the Baldwin Bulldogs win it 3-1 over the Paola Panthers. For Ryan Helmer, I'm Bryce Kessler saying good night from Baldwin. You've been watching Bulldog Volleyball on Baldwin Sports Live.
You've been watching Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Learn more at HaydenOutdoors.com. Baldwin Sports Live also brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Kelly Neufeld, Baldwin State Bank, Codiano State Farm Insurance, Heartland Plumbing, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Trindle Lumber Company, Oral Surgery Kansas, Hers Incorporated, Rice Precision Manufacturing, The Bullpen, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, New Frontier Tax and Business Services, the Lumberyard Arts Center, Jobats, Baldwin City Community Newspaper, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.